Pains. This dude's dropping 40 plus. I need his trainer. And by the way, I need Jimmy Butler in town for Golden State watching this one, or in town for the Lakers-Warriors game in LA. Look at that. Boom. LeBron sinking a three in the second. Lakers up 16. Next Laker possession, knocking it down from three. And just for good measure, LeBron's like, hey, you want it from the logo? I gotcha.
Why not,
34 feet out, getting it to go. And that'll get you. Are you not entertained? And Bronny's saying, yes, I am entertained, Dad. Thanks. And then a step back three right here. Boom. Luca saying, oh, I can do that. Yeah, I can't wait to get on the court. That'll be a little bit, but we'll get to that in a second. And then right here, don't forget LeBron can do that at 40. Throwing it down with authority. Lakers were up 20 at halftime. Now, third quarter, though, Warriors not going away. Check out Steph right here. Gets the steal, gets it up to Draymond, and Draymond doing his thing. All right, so the Warriors still in this thing. Middle of the third, Curry to Draymond again. The two-man game. Jimmy, this is how we do it. Take notes. Warriors down 9 at that point. And then Curry for three. Yes. Warriors down 6. This thing's getting close. Under 4 minutes left in the fourth. Warriors down 8 again. Curry, the miss right there. Warriors get the board. Who do you think they're going to give it to? Curry. Good. Of course. It's beyond the arc. He had 37 points. Warriors down 5. But LeBron saying, I got to close the door on these folks. Watch that. Sealing the deal. 42 points, 17 boards, 8 assists. Lakers win 120-112. And just the performance was masterful. I want to say it again. He had 17 boards. The dude's 40 years old. And with his 42 points against the Warriors on Thursday, he outdueled Father Time once again. 40 years old, 38 days old. James became the oldest player in NBA history to get 40 points in a game, passing Michael Jordan. He's also the first Laker with 40 points, 15 boards, and 5 assists in a game since Shaq back in 2001. And Gabe's David Dennis coming in to talk about this performance, which was once again another masterclass by LeBron. David, what's one of the biggest questions, though, as we look at this Laker team that you have with them going forward?
First of all, let's talk about what LeBron did last night for a little bit longer.
Okay.
This dude is now holding the record. He's now holding the record for the youngest player to score 40 points and the oldest player to score 40 points. It is absolutely ridiculous. What him and Luca are going to do offensively, I have no concerns. They know how to play with ball handlers. These guys are going to figure it out. What I am a little concerned about, though, is on the defensive end. The Lakers, I think with the addition of Jared Vanderbilt coming back into that lineup, have actually been pretty stout defensively. They have a top 5 defense over the last 10 or so games, and a lot of those games were without Anthony Davis. Now, Luca comes into that lineup, and as we all know, as the Dallas Mavericks have made a point to say over the last few days, he has been a net negative defensively. He's been worse in the league in blow-by rate for the last couple years, and I know he has a chip on his shoulder, but that cannot just translate to offense. That has to translate to defense, and he has to be a net positive defensive player when he's on the court, because also they just added Mark Williams from Charlotte, who I know is a lob threat, but defensively, he has some deficiencies as well. Players are shooting about 53% when he's the primary defender, which is second worst in the league. So now you're adding 2 guys to that lineup who need to step up defensively. And I think that is really what the Lakers are going to have to focus on if they're going to try to make a run right now.
Yeah, you got those 2 guys in. You got a Defensive Player of the Year candidate, Anthony Davis, out now in Dallas. So Luca, by the way, aiming to make his premiere Monday against the Jazz. We'll be looking to see who he's D'ing up on that game. Now, meanwhile, before the game, Jimmy Butler, he spoke to the media for the first time since getting traded to the Warriors. Take a listen to what he had to say.
The biggest part was just getting me to be able to play basketball again. I just want to be able to go out there and do what I've been doing for a very long time and have fun and smile and rip and run and not feel like I'm just doing cardio majority of the game. So I'm very, very, very happy that I'm not getting suspended no more.
That's a good thing, I guess, sitting there with Mike Dunleavy Jr., Warriors GM, his former teammate with the Bulls. What do you think of the addition of Jimmy Butler does for the Warriors?
First, let's just celebrate a normal Jimmy Butler press conference, which is something we've not had in about a year or so. It's very good to have normal, calm, happy Jimmy Butler. That's great. I think, this Warriors Jimmy Butler marriage, of course, there's a lot of downsides and possible volatility. Him and Draymond may not get along. He's got to learn how to play with another alpha male out there. But you can't look at what the Warriors have been, especially these last 2 game sample size, and say that they can't get help from Jimmy Butler. 2 days ago, they allowed about 20 points in the last 3 minutes of the fourth quarter to the Utah Jazz. And then last night against the Lakers, Stephen Curry was their entire offense in that fourth quarter. He scored 19 points in the fourth, and nobody else could contribute. Jimmy Butler is going to raise their ceiling by what he can do offensively.
40 to score 40. What do you think when you hear that?
What do I think? That I'm old. that's what I think. Yeah, I need a glass of wine and some sleep. That's what the first thing I think about.
Joining MJ as the only 2 guys 40-plus club.
The biggest thing is that we got the win, obviously. But like throughout my journey, anytime I've been named or in a category or whatever the case, cross paths with any of the greats is always humbling. Just to know where I come from, and I love the game so much, so it's pretty cool.
You've been closing out your pregame workouts by shooting logo threes. I noticed this year, I don't know how long that's gone back. When did you start incorporating that to kind of your prep, and can you just describe the moment when you hit your fourth three?
Well, no, we just added to it. Obviously, me and St. Jean, go through our pregame workout, and I usually kind of end it with that, knowing at some point that it's possible that I could, take one throughout the game. So I always work on things that I'm gonna shoot in the game or plays I'm gonna do in the game. So it pays off for sure.
Ron, you got a feel for what Mark Williams is going to be able to bring to you guys?
Sheesh. I haven't even had time to really wrap my head around it. Obviously, young, athletic, big. He's going to give us another lob threat along with Jackson. And looking forward to getting him here. I think. I was surprised that we was able to get him, to be completely honest. Just seeing his length and seeing how young he is. He's 23 years old. So looking forward to getting him here and getting him acclimated to our system, and we look forward to what he brings to the table.
There was a moment against the Clippers where you scored, got fouled, and you looked over. There's a camera that caught you look over to Luca and said, I think this is what we're going to do. After you hit the three that Dave mentioned.
I never said that.
That's not what you said?
No.
The internet got something wrong?
I never said that. I don't even know what I said, and I looked at the whole bench. I never said that. I see people going and running with that TV. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. Whatever.
Okay.
I never said that. I never said that.
He was one of the people that celebrated with you.
Yeah.
After the three. Today,
Yeah.
you posted something the other day on Instagram to you guys, just like, the level of excitement to just actually get out there and have that player next year.
I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait, because he everything that I do on the floor, he just has the ability to do it or even do it better. That's how great he is. Even at his young age of 25, he's such a unique player, special player, generational talent. So, be super appreciative to be able to, share the floor with him and then watch him do his thing. So,
Ron,
be good. Go ahead. No, you're good.
I think it was your first televised high school game. Bill Walton was doing color commentary, and he said of you at the time, the basketball is like an extension of his mind. I'm wondering, on a night like tonight, 20-plus years later, how does that quote resonate?
First of all, I miss Bill Walton. He's always been he was always a fan of mine and always kept it real with me and always appreciated my game. He wasn't one of those, old school haters that we have in the NBA, so I rock with Bill and obviously Luke was, my coach when I first got here. I rock with their whole family. They super cool. To go back on extension of my mind, I've been able to be in position where I try to see the game, before plays happen, try to put myself in situations out on the court before you actually get out there, and the best thing I've had a lot of experience, and the best teacher in life is experience, to be able to go through things, understand, okay, this is what happens, this was, you know, you may, if you come about this time, okay, you've been able to do it previously, okay, I know how to attack it there. But I was taught the game the right way as a youngin', and I've always had a feel for how excited I got when my teammates was successful. That's never changed.
I think you make it just sort of the general level of intensity, physicality, some crazy scuffles, hard fouls.
Oh, there?
Yeah, tonight.
Oh. Anytime you go against every time you go against Draymond, you know it's going to be some extracurricular activities. So you better be ready for it, and you better lift before the game. And yeah, you know that's going to happen.
LeBron, there's a way that JJ described it as you and Luca and the supercomputer. Is there like a shorthand where you and he, since you can see some things not a lot of guys do, and I know it's only been a couple days, but like when you get to the bench and he sees a certain pass angle you make, like how does that evolve and kind of fast track things for you two?
It fast tracks it because we just both know how to play the game at a high level, and we know how to play the game. We know how to think the game. When the game is moving fast, very fast for other people, we're able to slow the game down in our mind. You know, and it's just that. I mean, I see it. I've been watching him since he, you know, got into this league, and I know what he's capable of doing. He's just a special, super duper special talent.
Do you think you ever get to a point in your career where you shoot a logo three with plenty of time left on the shot clock, not in like an end of shot clock, end of quarter situation, if not for the guy on the other team?
No, I don't know. I don't think so. JJ still want me to shoot more threes. I'm still reluctant to do that because I play like an all-around game, whatever the case may be. But I don't know. I mean, maybe. We'll see.
Is there a challenge with Luca coming in that, like, you guys see the game at a elite level, but making sure this whole team is cohesive to that as you guys move forward? Is there a challenge there?
The challenge is I don't really see a challenge. Everybody get in the right spots, hold each other accountable, play basketball the right way, share the ball. The ball gonna be in Luca's hands. It's gonna be in AR's hands. Two great decision makers. It'll be in my hands a little bit as well. Another great decision maker. And then our guys gonna feast off us. I mean, that's